And we're live. Welcome, my loves. Welcome back to the Sacred Ravens Tarot Vision. This is Jamie. I am your spiritual life coach and soul work intuitive. And we are going to see what Spirit has to reveal for us tonight. I was doing a lot of thinking and meditating as I normally do. I'm going to light some sage and was really sensing that people are questioning what's going on in their lives, because there are so many changes and a lot of ups and downs right now that people are facing in their relationships, in their careers, life cycles that are coming to an ending. Got a little tummy ache here. And it's got some people worried. It's also got a lot of people hurting because there are relationships out there that are ending in a way that feels very unjust. But although it doesn't seem like it at the moment, once all is said and done, you're going to see why it had to happen, And I just get this feeling that people are asking themselves, why is this happening to me? Kind of thing. So let's pull a few cards. I'm not going to stay on as long as I normally do because it's really late, but I really want to be able to put out this message and see what Spirit actually has to say about the whole thing. Because we are going through massive changes. We're going through incredible ups and downs. We are reevaluating a lot. We're taking stock of a lot. We are putting an end to a lot of ways, old ways of being, old ways of thinking, the stuff that we used to do that we're boggled by when we think about it today. And looking at ourselves today and asking, what is it that we believe today? What do we want for ourselves? As opposed to asking, why is this? How can I take control of this in a way that brings the highest good for myself? How can I find the silver lining in this? How can I transmute this in such a way where some things can turn out my favor so that I don't feel such emotional pain, or I don't feel such overwhelm, or I don't feel such sadness and angst or anguish and confusion. Some people are lacking clarity. It's coming though. Clarity is coming. Breakthroughs are coming, and there'll be an understanding, but you do have to take a lot of stock. You do got to take inventory. You do have to dig inside. You do have to look within. You do have to make big leaps and make a big step forward and really, really have faith in yourself and really have faith in the master creator of this universe, this consciousness, this love that's within all of us that dominates everything. So I'm going to pull the cards tonight and we're going to see. Are we ready? First, I'm going to put along here before I begin, I'm going to put my email address in for those of you that want to get a hold of me by email. You can at spiritual business at the sacred raven.coach. Okay. So there's the email address. For those of you that would like to subscribe to the free email list, okay, where you can get updates, my blog posts, updates on events when we get together, classes, and free mini readings. I know you guys want those, so let's subscribe to the free email list. And I'm going to put the address in there as well. I'm going to say free email list. Sign up. Okay. That's http / www.subscribe page. Okay. subscribepage.com / of course, the sacred raven .coach. Okay, so we've got that address in there as well. Make sure we've got it spelled correctly, and we do. So we hit okay. There we go. And finally, if you want to get a 2-card pull for yourself, those are $5. Depending on how many are in the room. If you want to do like a 4-card love spread with a extra clarifier, we can do that, and those are 20. So let me put the address in for also donations if you would like to do that, if you feel that I've done an amazing job here and I have helped you in some special way. I really believe in reciprocity. It's a lesson that I had as an empath had to learn the hard way. As you all know, I'm sure a lot of you have gone through this process as well. So PayPal donations and purchase of the $5 2-card pull. One question, okay? So we'll put that address in there, HTTP, okay, paypal.me, right? .me /life. Oops. Life is calling. And we got that in there. And I have Fiverr. So if you want to take a look what I've got over there at Fiverr, you can do that as well. I'll put the address right here. I'll just paste it. I believe I still have it. Yes, I do. And that's Fiverr. Right. So we're going to begin. Before one last thing. When we get to our celebrated mark, I'm going to choose a winner. How do you win? Okay, you might be thinking, how do I win? How do I get that box of Tarot Oracle? You get this once we get to 1,000 subscribers, and after you also subscribed to both the email list and the channel, and you have put in the comment section #InspiredIntuition. #InspiredIntuition. All right. So I use these, and I use these as one of the cards in the 2-card pull because they're amazing. They look like this, right? Here's the Milk and Honey card. They look like this on the back. Just one card a day. It's so thorough. But you can get very specific and ask for specific areas of prosperity. It might give you a protection message if it's reversed, a relationship message, and so forth. So, yeah, brand new box for those of you that participate in this. All right. Oh, we got our sage has gone out. I love the smell of this California white sage. It's amazing. So let's get that started. Today I went out to Earthbound and I picked up some things, which, you know what I'm going to do as I show you these things. because what are we doing here? Well, it's all about mindful living. It's about living that spiritual entrepreneur's lifestyle, right? It's about living that sacred lifestyle for those of you that are just trying to live a simple and beautiful spiritual life, right? Going on your spiritual journey, leaving toxic relationships behind, building yourself up, becoming women of vision and men on missions. There you go. Who like to dig beneath the surface of things, who go a little deeper than the rest. Yeah, I was at Earthbound today and I picked up some more. So I've got my tarot in here, the Tarotscapes. They fit perfectly with room because they're smaller. But look at this beautiful teal color. They were $1 silk, right? Like to wrap our cards, keep our cards in silk. Gorgeous. Show you some more. I put the Oracle, the Avalon Oracle in here. So beautiful, isn't it? That color. They're from Earthbound, and they got them in a little basket for $1. You really could keep your crystals in there, or your bath oils, or whatever little things on the go. Keep them nice and beautiful and decorative. Here's a couple more. I've got my native tarot in here. And these are what I got last week. These two. And this is all wrapped in this beautiful, like goldenrod color. Remember that crayon, the goldenrod? And look, it kind of matches the border of these. Hey, Eleni. So these came from the Earthbound. So I'm going to put this in the description box, as well as, let me show you the oils, okay? So anytime I go over with you guys, especially when we start doing our shamanic arts, healing arts and therapy class, and we're going to do a lot of body movement. I've got some dance classes I'm going to go back to and sign up for September 18th, Middle Eastern dance, belly dance. And I'm going to incorporate that into our shamanic movement and artistic healing series, right, for therapeutic arts, where we're also going to go over evenings where we discuss the spiritual bath and how to put that together. That includes an entire ritual. The full moon and the new moon contracts, as well as the bedtime and morning rituals. But also, I want to share. Did I have it here? I want to share these. My friend, she's from Bali, right? I have a couple friends from Bali who give me some beautiful things. Like this here, amongst some other stuff. All came from Bali, handmade. But this here, look, it's aromatic, relaxing, fragrant incense sticks. I've got jasmine. I've got, which one is this one? Lotus, rose, lavender, and sandalwood. Aren't they beautiful? They came from Bali. So cute. I was so happy when she gave them to me last night. And I'll see if I can pull them up and see if there's a website for them. If maybe you guys might not be able to find them yourself. And these oils here, now they're not the German oils that I have been using in my spiritual baths for the last year. I will put them in the description box. They, of course, are they have a very great reputation, well known, all around the world. So they are a little more expensive, but it's worth it. And these here, they're really nice. I would say it's really good if you've never used oils before. This came from Ross, to tell you the truth. So it's an entire like aromatherapy essential oil set. 12. 12. Okay. Because at Earthbound, there was like a set of 4. Okay. And it was like $30, $40 or something like that. Where this whole thing was like 20 something for all 12. So that brings it to like $2 a bottle instead of, sometimes they charge $8, $10, $12, $15, sometimes more for a bottle, depending on which oil it is. So I'm going to make variations. I'm going to start making some variations and some infusions. We're going to do that together when we start our shamanic arts class, therapeutics arts class. It's going to be fun. Okay. It's all about us getting in touch with our personal magnetism, our sensuality, a lot of talk about Tantra, right? Getting in touch with our spiritual essence, and not just taking our sexuality into more of a spiritual place, which will enhance our creative lives, but it will also add to that aura of sexiness, that beauty, that attraction between lovers, the Kama Sutra, belly dance. So we're really going to get into it. It's going to be really fun. I think getting in touch with our sexuality as women, it's a very creative thing, and it will get you in touch with your body in a way that you may not be used to. And it's very important to learn how to breathe, to learn how to focus on different areas of your body and be intimately close with your body, because when your mind begins to appreciate your body, your body actively changes form down to the cellular level. That's right. When you start to show love for yourself at a deep level, your very face shows it. It's almost like a reverse aging process. So I want us to get back into that feeling. So I know a lot of you are in some toxic relationships, right? But I want you to get in touch with yourself again. I want you to get in touch with your creativity, your spirituality, but your sexuality. I want you to feel sexy, and I want you to carry that aura with you, like you are this queen of nobility, right? I want you to get in touch with the hip, being able to move your hips. We'll do all that. We're going to start that this probably late fall, early winter. So I'm going to start putting these things in the description box as I talk about, incorporating these things into our life, making it a lifestyle, right? Making it a lifestyle, not just something we might do once for fun, or something we just kind of watch a video about and say, oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that pretty? I want you to really take it seriously and really get into it. As we later down the road, I'm going to build us a course, and some of you that wish to be part of that course can participate. But I also wanted to show you, this is the Florida water. You can get this on Amazon. Sometimes they come together as two, but this is what you would put in your spiritual bath. Just minute, maybe a couple drops. Mine came with 2 bars of soap. I haven't opened the soap yet. They're just too pretty for me to open. But you can see I've used this. What I actually did, and what is good for you to do, is, because it's so potent, is to add a little bit of water to the mixture, and it clears. You can use it as a cleaner. It clears away all anything dark, heavy energy, toxic energy, items that you may feel had been in a place maybe where it wasn't so light, right? Demonic things. This is a counter, like a counteractant. So just a little bit goes a long way. You just put some water, do a mixture. I not only spray it on myself, but around, and then in my bathtub, you can use this to clean your walls. So you have this very purified, sacred space, right? Very pure, very clean. You don't want to attract anything dark or heavy. So very feng shui. You want to keep it very minimal, very zen, right? So these are some of the things. I just wanted to bring this up. I wanted to bring this up because I want to mix things up, and I want to, for some of you who won't be able to participate in the school that I'm actually creating where we do some of this. We're going to start as a community. Of course, I'm going to continue to do the free readings and continue to put out the videos for the signs. And we're going to continue to do lives like this where we get together and get to talk. But what's going to be great, what I'm very excited about, is the fact that we are going to be getting together to do the shamanic healing arts, to learn the belly dance moves for movement, to incorporate, these rituals during the new and full moon, doing our spiritual baths, working with crystals, creating infusions, oils for ourselves, learning how to make soups, right? Like a witch's brew. There's nothing more sacred than a soup. And I'm just so excited. So we're going to get into all that. It's going to be amazing. And I'm so excited about our future here at the Sacred Ravens Tarot Vision. And a lot of that stuff, the stuff that I use, the stuff that I find that I feel that are exciting and that are cool, just like the simple things, like I just said, a simple, the little baggies, the silk baggies for your tarot deck at Earthbound, $1. And look how beautiful that color is. So I have 5 of them for different decks. And it's stuff like that, that I want to share with you guys, because it excites me, and I'm sure it excites you too. You guys like that stuff too. And I wanted to remind you in this video about the Oracle card deck that I still have. Remember that you must be on the email list. You must have inspired intuition in the comment section. You must share, subscribe, and when we get to that 1,000, I'm going to go through and see who did those very things, create the list, and then I'm going to get sheets of paper, kind of rip them up, and then dig in a bowl kind of thing. And then we'll do it live and see who won, okay? And it'll be cool. I'll get to send it out, and it'll be nice. It'll be really fun. So I just wanted to make those announcements because we have so much coming up. We're going to be talking about, we're going to have a book club. Okay. And let me show you the book. I've already went out and bought it. I went out and bought it. So hold on. Let me show you. Got it right over here. Should I stay or should I go? Okay. A guide to knowing your relationship and can and should it be saved. This is about toxic relationships, codependence relationships. We're going to go over this week by week by week per chapter. I'll put this in the description box when we do this, so that should you want to follow along with me, you can. If not, you can just sort of follow along without the book. But there's like chapter 6, Am I the Problem? Does it always take two to tango? It goes in deep why you might be tired. So it talks about, denying, they say, hurtful things when you know they have, because this is a toxic relationship you're dealing with. Then they told you they were true anyway. Then they said you were crazy for being mad. It's I think this book, it's got so much in here that would probably revolutionize your relationship and revolutionize your self-love journey. So I want to incorporate this into our future weekly get-togethers. It'll probably be an hour a week. I might do them something like on a Wednesday, but so many of us are in these narcissistic, toxic relationships. And honestly, I feel like these twin flame relationships are really toxic, to tell you the truth. So there's that announcement. And over the podcast, I'm going to go over the Practical Magic book, where we're going to talk about crystals. We're going to talk about the zodiac. We're going to talk about particularly the moon signs. I want you to get to know the moon signs and how it affects you day to day, how it affected the relationship you had with your mother, how it affects the relationship you have with your significant other, and how that impacts you. Okay, your moon sign is the unconscious realm. It's the emotions. It's the intuition. It's the mother. It's the nurturer. It's where we find our peace. So we're gonna go over that kind of stuff as well. And I've been really thinking about this seriously, and as we go along, I'll ask you guys what you think, and I'll take notes of that, and put out testers and see how I might perfect it along the way, before I put out the actual course and we begin the academy that will be coming out in the future, and I can't wait for that. So we're going to begin, and I'm going to start with the Goddess of the Moon deck, because I want to get a theme out of this, because I know there's so many people. I felt it. I felt it all day today. There's a lot of people asking themselves, because we're right at this precipice. And there's this feeling. It's like a scary feeling of not even being able to see the future, of not being able to picture it, right? And only having today. And it's getting to a lot of people, those of us that need more control and more security over our domain and our realm and within our relationships. It's Some of us are getting so overwhelmed, we're getting sick. There's people literally throwing up with stress, and I want to be there for you right now. I know you're dying with this emotional pain you've been dealing with in this relationship that has been so heavy, so dark. Some of the situations that have gone on in your life. Some of you guys are changing homes, but you're not changing homes because you really wanted to. A lot of people they're buying new homes, buying new cars, starting new jobs, start beginning new careers. But at the same token, there's people losing their jobs, losing homes, losing their career, their business, having to close it down. Like this one gal I was watching, she just closed down her salon, and she's upset because of the homeless in California. She had to close up her shop, which did really well for 15 years, and she doesn't know what to do. That was her livelihood, and where she's at is very, very expensive, and she had to drive to work an hour and a half every day as it was. That's 3 hours of your day just to go to work. And you got to get there and clean up poop and needles and pee and all that in front of your door. That's why I think going online, doing an online business is a lot better. You can take your business with you. But I'm feeling that there's a lot of pain. People are feeling a lot of pain, a lot of confusion, a lot of sadness because of what's happening in their lives. And I want to pull some cards and see where we're at, and see if I might not be able to uplift you guys with some good advice. Utilize life, my life purpose, and life coaching certificates, right? My transformational life coaching certificate and all that. Let's put that to use while I can. All right, Spirit, please provide us with a theme that we know that we're dealing with at this moment in time, so we know where to start. What should be our main area of focus, Spirit? Please let us know. Those of you that are sent to the room, it's because Spirit has brought you to me, okay? We resonate at a deep frequency level. Okay, I see one card, growth. I believe that's the growth card. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's the wisdom, okay? This is where they want you to focus. We see number 2, this master number 22. There is incredible, like I said, incredible changes. Good and bad. It's never really bad, right? It just feels that way because you're going to have to experience some emotions that are going to rise that you don't want to. But this is about adopting more wisdom, and also saying that you have gained a lot of wisdom on this journey thus far. You're powerful. You're powerful, and this is what you're going to need to rely on going forward. This wisdom is going to save you. It's going to save you. Let's get one more. Spirit, can we get another one to clarify the wisdom card, please? What do we need to know moving forward? Please tell us, what do we need to know moving forward? Sit. What I say? It's your self-love. It's the wisdom of self-love and what it's taught you. This is to be your main focus, not the other person, not some job, not some money, not anything. It's this. The wisdom that you have gained from Spirit this far by loving yourself and continuing to do that as you move forward is the only thing that is going to save you moving ahead. It's the only thing that's going to help you keep it together. Okay? Angela, hey girl. Eleni, are you still in here? Someone called me and texted me from a number I don't recognize. He gave me an alias. Any way of knowing the character traits of this person? I don't know. I could try. If you want to do a 2-card pull or something, you can find out. Cloudy with a chance of rainbows. How you doing, sweetie? You want to ask? Okay. You want to do the 2-card pull? So moving forward, you're going to need your wisdom. We've got a master number 22, which is a 4. You guys are going to see a lot of 44s. Or 444, 84, 28, stuff like that. That's going to be reminders that Spirit is actually with you. There's going to be some moments where you might find yourself in tears because the emotions are just going to be so overwhelming. It's going to hurt. It's going to hurt. But you need to remember how far you've come. You have come so far. Look at that. And you're going to go reach for more. You're going to reach for more, but you got to remember, be your own best friend. Be your own muse. Okay? Fall in love with you. That's what's going to save you. That's what's going to save you. All right, Angela, anytime if you're ready, let me know if you want to do that 2-card pull. We can do it. All right, so we're going to move on to the next deck. Wisdom and self-love. These are the themes. These are the major themes. So everything is all about these two things. It's about how you're taking care of yourself, how you're looking out for yourself, how you're thinking about yourself, how you're treating yourself, how are you representing yourself, and the knowledge that you have gained so far on this journey. But it's not done yet. You still have more to go. Look at it. It's like you're reaching for the stars. And they're watching you. Yeah. You've come to some heights. I mean, look at, you've climbed that ladder of wisdom. You've reached a level of enlightenment that a lot of people don't bother trying to attain. They really don't. So congratulations, you know what I'm saying? You're one of those people that get it. They get it. But this is also why your heart swells and you feel so much. And it's going to be so important to go through this cathartic experience and get over all the old baggage, all the old pain, all the old resentments, the old guilt, all the old shit, and let it go and just let it fall away. Let it fall away. There's a new world for you coming into being, a new you, a new spiritual you, a new joyful you that needs to be built, especially in the world that we're in now, because you're going to need to be a voice, a light, whether it's going to be in a big way or in your own small way, in your world, to your friends, your family, and share what you know and walk in those shoes. Just be a shining example. Make them want to ask themselves, what does she do that I'm not doing? What has she got? How did she get that? I want to know. And it's because this wisdom you have, it's the key. And you know how to take care of yourself. You know how important self-love is. You've been on this journey. You haven't perfected it, but you're on it. You're on it. You know your worth. You know your worth. Oh, hell yeah, you do. You are your own muse. You are your own inspiration. You march to the beat of your own drum. That's the thing. Yeah, so let me know when you want to your question, Angela. Just type it in, and then I put the address up top for the PayPal for it. Okay, moving on. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, my beautifuls. So we've got self-love and wisdom as our themes. We're moving on, and I'm going to pick from the energy deck. Okay. All right, Spirit. Can you tell us, providing that these are themes, what precisely do you want us to know about this wisdom and about this self-love aspect in our lives? Ooh, look at that. Look at that. 2 cards. Okay, let's see which ones it gave us. Okay. Oh, yeah. You're something, aren't you? You're a goddess. Moon mistress. This is where some of you are headed. This is where some of you already are. You've got friends, family, and a community that has your back. Some of you are building one. Some of you are going out into your community and working, doing things for the community. But some of you, there's a couple of you out there that need to know that the help that you're seeing that you need, it's going to be by going out and asking for help from your community. But check it out. Look how beautiful. We've got 25, right? And 7. So this is 77. Can you see how spiritual this is? 77. Spirit is all around. You're going to be doing very good. Trust, have some faith. Look at this. You're powerful. You're powerful, and you've got friends, you've got family, you've got people who care. There's resources out there as well. But you're never alone. You're never alone. Don't forget that. Don't ever forget it. But look at that. 77. 77. Damn. That's really cool. But look at you. You're such a goddess. That looks like you're about to create a slam dunk with the moon. You're sovereign. You're powerful. You just have to stay strong just a little while longer. You'll be out of this. You'll be out of this mess, I promise you. You'll be out of this mess. Just don't forget who you have around you. There are people that love you. You do have friends that care, and they will be there for you. Understand that. Know that. Know that. Okay? All right, we're going to go into the Psychic Tarot Oracle. Okay? All right, let's get some more from these. How beautiful is that already? Oh my God. To have the Goddess of the Moon deck give us the self-love and the wisdom cards right off the bat as a theme. And then, bam, get those 2 beautiful cards. I mean, damn. 77. Please look that up. You are the goddess, right? With all that wisdom. With a lot of people who love you. Go out into your community. That's where you're going to find what it is you need, what you're seeking. You need help. Go into your community. Or maybe it's you that needs to provide help for your community or create a community to advocate for a group. It's going to be a little bit different for each of you because life is changing so fast, so much. And we see here we got the wisdom and the card as themes. So this is the journey you've been taking. This is the road you've been on, and you've come to this, okay? You are the goddess of the moon. And you do have people. There are people who love you that have your back, okay? If you don't have anyone, go create it. But you know you've got spirit, and they're watching you, and they will send the right people. They will always send the right people when you pray for it. I pray for it every time I begin a reading. Send only those that match my frequency, that match and need specifically what I am channeling, and nobody else. And it works every time. Ooh, there goes that one. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think that's the chakra. This is about roots. A couple of you lower back problems, but this is about your roots, setting roots, foundations. Okay, got a 1. It's the beginning of a new cycle. Okay, a lot of passion. That red, you might want to. This week might be a good idea to start wearing some red. I think it's going to bring out the energy in you, and it's going to pull you forward and help to pull you forward in a way that you would like, and present yourself in a way that you would like. It'll present you a little bit stronger, a little feistier. Get some personal magnetism going on, but yeah, passion, new beginnings, and foundations. Some of you, it literally is like pain in your back, your lower back. Home, your home, getting a new home, losing a home, trying to find a home, trying to set roots, family, ancestry, your heritage, your roots, things like that. It's about, the base. All right. And like I said, in your community, go out into your community. You need help, right? We got 77. Please look up the number 77. Like I said, although you're this goddess, you're going to need to count on them. Okay. So let's see what more does Spirit have to offer us for this reading. Spirit, okay, here we go. There again, your throat chakra. Speaking up where you know you need to, being truthful in a situation, being authentic. Do not hold back. Be careful how you say things. You want to be tactful. You want to be graceful about how you say things. Okay? But definitely don't hold things in when you know something needs to be said. How will the things get resolved if you hold it in and you don't even speak? You have to. We've got the number 5 there. That just reinforces the change that's coming. Okay. Getting stronger. You really are. A lot of you are becoming leaders in your own right. Okay. Awareness. Deep spiritual awareness. A lot of the answers and the clarity you've been dying to get, that you've been really looking for, is coming. It's coming. And you're going to be surprised by some of the things that come to mind, that you become aware of, honestly. Deepening of your awareness of the spiritual life, the metaphysical world, and how it relates to your family, even how it relates to your sexual relationships, your love relationships. And your sacral chakra. This is all about your confidence, baby. Okay, your passion, your sex appeal, your magnetism. Let Leo season bring this out. This is a 2. Okay. So we've got a progression, 1 and 2. Looks like your chakras, it looks like you're coming into some kind of an alignment, or you're needing to. Get out in nature, do some clearing, get refreshed, drink water. Drink water for a couple of days, okay, like a lot of it, so that you can clean out any gunk and toxins. Take that spiritual bath, clean off the energy. Eat light. Do not eat heavy foods that are dead, but foods that are alive. Eat fish. Okay. Take fish oils and probiotics for your tummy. Calcium, vitamin supplements. Okay. Drink tea at night for bed. All right, here we go. Yeah, some of you are worried about finances. Been having them for a really long time, but I think there's going to be some changes. We see a 5 there. Yeah, material and financial changes. Says it right there. Material and financial changes. Now, some of you, it's going to be good, some bad. Let's see, look. Oh, you're going to triumph over them. Not to worry. We've got another 7. Here again, 777. That's a message for you. 777. Please look that up, you all. Let's see some more spirit. What more we got to say here? Okay. Ooh. Okay. Oh, you got the world and the heart chakra too. See, your chakras are coming. Something's got another 4 here. So 444. So we got 444 and 777. Opening your heart. Open your heart to me, baby. I'm alive. You hold the key. Why did I think of Madonna? Open your heart to me, baby. I'll give you love if you don't look into me. Remember that song? Damn, it's old as hell now. Open your Open, that's what came to my mind. I think you should listen to that song. Somehow that song is going to be important and related to your situation. All right? Somebody needs to be open in their heart and they're not. And they need to. I think they're going to, though. Listen to that song, Open Your Heart by Madonna, all right? And at the same time that we had this turnaround is the world. You've got the world, okay? This means infinite possibilities. Right now, you are at the precipice of big change. But you can't always see the way in front of you, right? You have to just leap. You just got to jump. You just got to, I saw the fool card flash in my mind. You got to be the fool. You got to take that chance. If you never take the chance and be spontaneous, how will you ever make real, true transformation in your life? You will not. So you've got to do things completely differently. If you do the same like you always did, you're just going to keep getting what you always got. Okay? So it's time to quit that. It's time for something new, for the new you. It's time for you to really have some faith. You say you have faith. You say that You've got hope. Let's see it. You say you got trust. Let's see it. This is the time when just taking in the wisdom and understanding it is not going to do. Enlightenment is knowing it intellectually, but living it is the wisdom. The experience creates the wisdom. Thus, the theme card, right? The self-love with the wisdom. If you do not open your heart and move forward in the way that you want to, out of fear, you're never going to make the moves that you want to. Knowing these things, like I said, intellectually, yes, you have the enlightenment, but wisdom comes from the experience. It's time. The angels are testing you, okay? You're being tested. Do you have the faith to make steps forward? It's time to be like the fool. Because this is what you've got ahead of you. The world, the possibilities are all right there for you to manifest, for you, okay? Let's see what else Spirit has to say. I don't want you to forget. I mean, look who we're dealing with. This is you, right? And you have backing. Okay, you have a community who can help you, family, friends. And if not, build it. It's this community that will really be, it's going to be there throughout. This could be family. This could be just a small group of friends that you've got. Whatever little group. This could be your coworkers, but it's going to be them. This is going to be play a very big role. Remember, 777 has shown up. Okay, we've got just when these two, we had 77 and 444. Okay, yeah, 444. All right. So the angel's messages to you. So please look at them. All right, we're going to pull from the Avalon. Spirit's going to show us some more. I want to get some clarification on this universe card. Okay. Which is the world in the Rider-Waite deck. Because that's what you got in front of you. You've got the world. Spirit, can you please clarify? Okay, here we go. All right. It's going to be the way you perceive things is going to determine how you go forward. It's been determining how you've been moving along. You probably could have been a lot further, but I think in some ways you've been your own worst enemy, or you've been deceiving yourself in some way, and you haven't been listening to your own deepest inner guidance. Yeah. It's all about perception, the way we see things, our mind. Our minds are very powerful. You know, the way you perceive things can change everything. So when they say you've got the world and it's all your perception, the way you see it moving forward is going to determine whether this pain goes away, that you're able to move on from this emotional disaster, if you're able to build this new life for yourself that you have started, right? That you've just barely started, but you're on your way to it. You know, The seeds are there. Okay. Yeah. It's there again, the way you think. It's your thoughts, it's your perceptions, it's your words, it's how you're seeing stuff. Really think critically and consider, as well as using your intuition. It's going to determine everything moving forward, determine your universe. It really is. Your thoughts, your words, the way you perceive, okay? It's the way you see things is going to make all the difference in this world. You know, do you really honestly have the open heart? Do you have the faith to triumph, right? To triumph. Do you? All right, let's get some more. Spirit, please elaborate some more for us. What are some solutions now that we know the problems? What are some solutions? What do you think that we ought to do? What's going to work best? Mm. You're going to have a lot, your power and strength, you know. What else? Yeah. It's a self-love, nourishing yourself, taking care of yourself. It's going to take strength doing this. But the payoff is going to be the greatest thing. It's going to be your happiest in your life. This is your emotional fulfillment that you're going after. Yes, it's going to be hard at first, but you're going to be able to do it, okay? Because you're powerful, all right? We've got this. Look at that. It's the red fire dragon. The red fire dragon is the most powerful dragon. In the Chinese zodiac, I was born in the year of the dragon. I happen to be the red fire dragon. Thank God I've got other planets in my chart to make me tame. Because, geez. And it's about asking and receiving help, allowing it. Allowing it. Remember? Getting help from your community, getting help from your friends, whoever it is. There's a group, there's a family, there's a something going out into your city. But this is you. Yes, you are amazing. Yes, you are powerful. And yes, you sure are a goddess. But this time, even goddesses need help. So do not have pride. Get the help you need. Ask for it. Ask. You shall receive. Get nourished, emotionally nourished, physically nourished, mentally, spiritually. Through what? Acts of your self-love. That was the theme. Being your own muse. Taking care of yourself. Walking to the beat of your own drum. Being yourself. Being your authentic, beautiful self. Okay? Sharing what it is you need to share with that particular individual or individuals. Because you've been on a powerful spiritual journey. You remember the other was wisdom that you've collected. Powerful wisdom you've collected along the way. You're still on this journey right now. But your thinking is, you're going to watch out for this thinking. If you want the world, okay, or in this case, the universe, which means life is fully yours for the taking, then you really got to watch your thoughts and how you're perceiving things, because it will destroy. It will destroy everything you've worked hard for. You don't want that to happen. You don't. You got to come in like this with full strength, power, and belief, and then asking and receiving from the angels. Okay. Spirit, what else do we need to know? Is there anything more that we need to know? Yeah. Moving forward is a mystery. You know, it's a chance you have to take. You just have to have faith, and you have to really display it, and it's going to be hard. You have to put trust, because you don't know. You don't know. And that's what, ooh, that sucks. It's just the worst, because you really have to like have the deepest faith and the deepest trust, not knowing what's ahead, you know, not knowing. You just have to be in the moment. You just have to really be in the moment, because you don't know. You can't see yet. You can't see, you don't know what's coming next. So you have to be in the moment. Besides, why be living in the past or living in the future when they don't exist? It's only right now, okay? Focus on the now, and then as time unfolds, you're going to be very happy, okay? But right now, you don't know what's ahead of you, and that's okay. Just be in the moment. Allow yourself to be light and to accept that. Shavit Singh, hello. T. Marie, hey. Wow, this eight's exactly what I'm going through. Really? Oh my gosh. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe, because I do a lot of, I come on, I do free mini readings for y'all, and you don't want to miss those. So definitely hit the like button there. I put the address on top for my free email list. So if you want to get on the email list, I can get a hold of you and let you guys all know when we have our classes. We've got classes coming up, and when I get on for the free readings, and when nights like this, I'm doing the the $5 2-card pull. People like those a lot. So you're protected with that. Moving forward, although you can't see ahead, you're racking your brain. You're scared to death. You've been very emotional, right? Very emotional. You're going through a lot. You need to rely on your family and your friends, your community. Okay, look at you. Because you're strong. You're very strong. You know, that's why it's important to continue to love yourself. That was the theme, right? Continue, develop the wisdom. You have gained so much wisdom. You have been through a lot. You really have. You know, the power, the spiritual power and the enlightenment that you've gotten from God is really, because you've been molded. You've been molded for this moving forward. But you are protected. Okay? You're protected on this journey, this hero's journey that you're on. Okay, Mr. Shubbit, you are in a room with, I am a spiritual life coach. Okay, that's what I am. So it is not appropriate for you to use language like that. Okay, I'm sure you. I know you think I'm attractive and all that. Yes, but we let's not talk about that stuff. Okay, I don't have to kick people out. If you would like to be here because you want to gain spiritual wisdom and knowledge, and if you are going through a crisis or emotional pain and want to see somebody that has the background and the experience as well, then you can see me and talk to me for a consultation, for advisory, for coaching. But if not, you need to go. I don't play those games, and I don't think it's cute. Sorry. As you move forward, you are protected. Okay? Universe is wide open for you. You're honestly going to triumph. I mean, look, we all know it. Okay? Your whole energy body's going through an entire change. And I'm thinking it's because right now, metaphysically, we're all going through something very powerful right now. Okay? We've got what even scripture says in these days, it'll be the young men, the old men, the girls, the women, the old women will dream dreams, will prophesy, will have visions. The earth and the heavens are going to change. And that's what's happening. We're going through a shift. It's changing the way our bodies, the density of our bodies because of the quantum field. Right here, you had four chakra cards. They're all coming together in a balance. And this is why it's so important that you understand this message, because you finally coming into a balance and alignment, you can finally get on with the life that you were supposed to have a long time ago, which puts you in a place of leadership, a leadership to help teach, inspire, coach, and heal others in your way. It's time to step up. Okay. And that's why it's going to be so hard for you to shed the skin and leave these layers behind of this old ass life, this old ass relationship that just does not work anymore. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you did, sweetie? I'm in the United States. Shobit, I told you, I'm a spiritual life coach. Okay? I'm a spiritual life coach and intuitive. That's what this is. All right? I'm sure you read it when you came in. You read the title, you read the description box. I talk to people that are going through powerful, painful moments in their lives. I talk to people that are going through dark night of the soul. I talk to people that are going through existential crisis. I talk to people that are going through painful relationships. Okay? I'm talking to people who are going through addictions, people who are searching for their life's purpose, people who want to build their own freedom and sovereignty and build their own spiritual business. I show them how to find it, how to utilize it, how to market it. That's what this is about. I teach people how to find a life where they can live mindfully and find the leader inside. That's what I do. That's what I got educated in. That's what I do. Okay. I have my own coach as well. She writes for Essence Magazine. Her name is Abiola Abrams. She's the creator of the Spiritpreneur program. She's about to start a new talk show in New York. And having a coach is probably one of the greatest things you can ever do for yourself. Tony Robbins himself has a coach. Okay. So that's what I am. That's the room you're in. I'm an intuitive life coach. All right. I can talk about soul work, soul studies, shadow work, the inner child, codependency, toxic relationships. You are very welcome. Did I freeze, T. Marie? Can you see me? What is your question? Okay, let's talk. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on. Let me spend some time with you, and then let's pull the two cards. You said you already sent it, or do I need to go and check the invoice? Okay. Tell me what. Let me know what's going on. Where do you want to start? Tell me what's going on. I'm all ears. One of the biggest things I do is talk therapy. Toxic relationships, sad on my choices I have made, forgotten my purpose, and I feel lost. Well, going back to your purpose, that's like that's going to be a journey. That's like taking a hero's journey because you're really going to have to go in deep for that. It really is about assessing what means the most to you in life. What are your deepest core values? If you could stand up for something in life, what would it be? What drives you? What lights your fire? If you could, what makes your time go by so fast? What are you naturally good at? Do people compliment you for how well you speak, or how nurturing you can be, how hospitable you are? You know, do people notice how good you are with plants? Like maybe you got a green thumb, or how good you are with animals. You know, you can start in places like that. Remember your childhood. Remember the things that you love to do. Who did you pretend to be? Who did you imagine yourself to be? You know? Yeah, addictions. Believe me, I think we've all had them. I personally, well, I still am in the middle of quitting smoking. I smoked a long time. Now I'm down to only a couple a day. So I'm very proud of myself, right, with that. But even in my own relationship, I'm dealing with somebody who's going through very bad addictions. And it's sex addictions and drug addiction. And it's torn my life apart emotionally. It's broke my heart into 1,000 pieces, and it made me have to change everything in my life. If I didn't have the experience of my life previously, because I grew up with hardships, the oldest of 8 kids, and my mom was bipolar, and she made us go all over the country. We never even get it to finish school. You know, she'd go to one house and after 3 months just throw everything away and start over again. We just always kept doing that. And then I became a young mom. I had a lot of hardships, and I lost a daughter. My baby died a couple of years ago when we had her during birth, and just there's so much to even say. I don't even know where to begin. I almost was murdered outside my job by a homeless man that wanted money while I'm trying to go to work. And I had tears in my eyes because my Crohn's disease is acting me up. I was surprised he even was going to talk to me when he said I was crying. There's just been so much, but there's my connection to what I know, like, is some sort of intelligence in this universe that gives me the strength and this like will that wants to just keep fucking going no matter what, that won't let my fire die out. I don't give a shit. No one's gonna snuff out my fire. No one's gonna snuff me out. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. Even if I keep getting my ass knocked right back the fuck down. Excuse my language, but I have to say it like this. I'm stubborn like that. I won't give up. I can't give up. I refuse. My whole life has been nothing but adversity after adversity after adversity after adversity, pain. Talk about emotional pain over and over and over and over again. Being taken advantage of. Family, losing home after home after home after home, being on the streets just only a couple of years ago because of family. And now all over again with this stuff here. It can make a person feel lost, so I completely understand. I know what you feel. But you're going to have to dig deep. It's about going really inside. You have to ask yourself ultimately what it is you really want, because you got to find out the motives, what drives the question. You got to ask, find your why, right? You might be a very creative person and you need something creative. You need something that will allow you to express yourself. You could be a very observant person that observes life and have a lot to share, a lot of lessons to provide the world. Maybe you are a wonderful inspirer. Maybe you should start doing it. It's about starting it. Shit, start an Instagram channel and every single day for 10 minutes talk into that camera to inspire the world. Share a vision, share your story, share your adversities, share your pains so that it helps to change somebody's life. Yeah, I know what you mean. You lost you. Shabbat, if one more time you say this about, look what you're saying here. You guys, look at the Shabbat keeps on sending me. I'm not going to play around with that. You already know it's wrong, Shabbat. And here we are talking about serious things. I am not going to be messing around with shit like that. You got me? I don't play like that. I don't think it's funny. Do you notice particular people are awakening for some odd reason? Is it because the 20? You know what? It really is the worldwide awakening. The entire planet the energy of the planet itself, the organism, the universal organism at a whole is changing form. The scripture even says it. It's too bad that we have institutions and these churches that made people just dislike the Bible, right? Because the poor Bible got a bad rap because of these dumb idiots that can't interpret shit. But this is probably one of the most advanced books ever. And it talks about us going through this shift, and that all of us on this planet are going to be going through physical changes, immense changes. The truth is going to start being very clear to us. Our intuitions are going to heighten. We're going to be dreaming dreams and having visions. People of all ages are going to be preaching, and people, men and women. It's not just about men. It was only men back in the day because that was the society they lived in. It wasn't because of any universal law. But these days, as we approach and things are going faster, the day will go faster. This is why we're seeing the elites up the ante with things too. But on a personal level, we're beginning to ask ourselves, okay, what is our purpose? This is what was talked about at the full moon in Aquarius. That to live for these couple weeks, to just be in the moment, be in the day, not tomorrow, not yesterday, but to start experimenting, to start adventuring out, to play a little bit, to be creative, to figure out where it is we want to be, where it is we belong, because we're each and every one of us are going to step up as leaders in our own right in one way or another, as advocates, as facilitators, as teachers, as healers, as coaches, as consultants, in some way, as artists. In some way, we're going to step up, and it's going to be a part of yourself, your truest self, okay? A very deep and expressive part of your nature that allows you to pour what is very real, which is spirit is coming out of you, acting through you, utilizing your spiritual gifts, those ones that are encoded, written in your DNA signature. Because we each have our own DNA signature, unlike anybody else. No, and there will never be another person like that again. Not with this combination of traits and history and experience, and you know what I'm saying, and wisdom, knowledge. But we're heading into a time right now. This is a very special time. A lot of people are going to remember this because we're going to go into a massive. We will go into a time where it's going to be very hard. It's not going to be. A lot of people are going to be in a grand delusion. You're going to have the people that are awake, and you're going to have the people who have just shut down, shut their hearts, shut their minds, that are just lost to the matrix of things. Unfortunately, the elites know this. Okay, they have their scientists. They know what the energy is planets are, and what's happening to our own planet right now, and what's happening to all of us physically because of this. Okay, I myself started having premonitions, dreams. 2 years now. Was it 2 years now? Almost 2 years ago now. Scared my husband to death. Why? Well, one, it's because he got caught with some stuff that I was getting dreams about, which led me where I'm here now, where I'm at right now, doing this. Never thought I'd pick up tarot again. Never. you know. But here I am. The world is changing, and it is very important that we find our purpose. It really bothers me that if some people have cheapened it, made it this trendy thing. Um, it's so much more deeper than that. It's so much more deeper than that. It's not this thing that you can just go market around like crazy all over the internet. Um, and they make it so superficial. It's ridiculous. Okay, now who is this? Okay, guys, check this out. Now we got another person in here doing shit, being immature. Can you imagine? Here I am talking about something very serious, very deep, and I've got somebody talking about show your boobs and show your ass. Oh my god. This is what I'm saying. This is the difference. We're going to have people who are completely closed off, cannot see the truth, won't be able to awake, and then you'll have the others. Sweetheart, whoever you are, there are so many other people that you could go and talk to like this. And I'm sure they love showing ass. They're so insecure. That's all they want to do so they can get likes and attention. Why are you going to come to the Spiritual Ladies channel, the Life Coaches channel, to talk about this? There's plenty of women on Instagram showing it. Go ask them to go shake it for you. It feels as if something is near spiritually. You can feel it. Yes, it really does. And it's got a lot of people on edge too. You are so right, Proton Davis. You are so right. Yeah, it's true. And it's like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's almost like I used to be able to sort of close my eyes and kind of see myself out in a future setting. I don't know why I can't do that. And it kind of scares me because there's been this void card and darkness card that keeps coming up. And what does that mean? Are we, you know, I hope something dark isn't coming our way just yet. You know what I'm saying? Because, uh, yes, it does. It could. Um, Especially, I was listening to Clyde Lewis, Ground Zero, the other day, and he was saying that it was reported that we almost were hit by a whatchamacallit. I can't even think of the name. We were almost hit, and it barely grazed as it passed by us and burnt up as it kept going. Yes, future, I can't or anymore myself. Yeah, I don't know. And notice the cards. Okay, so I just did a reading for all of us, and the cards keep on calling it a mystery and a void, like this black void. Um, it kept showing. Let me show you the card. I'll show you what it looks like. Do you see? It's like a black hole. And it makes me wonder, I don't know if you all know anything about CERN. And right here we have mystery. We can't see forward. So the dark is peaceful, the light is what seems to be scary. Example, religion is light, but it's blinding. Well, I wouldn't say religion is exactly light. I would say that it's an institution, it's an ideology, almost, and they get involved in politics, and it's a control system. Um, when you live a spiritual life, it's just living normal life with dignity and nobility, and with good morals and good standing. You don't need a religion to do that. That was the whole point of Jesus. That's what he came to. That why do you think he was radical and they hated him so bad? Because he said we don't need big churches, we don't need the Sanhedrin, we don't need these people who walk around in fancy robes and pretend to be so spiritual and get in the middle of wars and have all these riches and money. It's about just being an honorable person, loving your brother, the golden rule, living by the golden rule, and taking care of animals, taking care of the earth, taking care of your body temple, listening to your deep inner guidance. Your inner guidance is where kingdom of heaven is within. God is inside, right? We don't need no crazy man-made religion for all that. Yeah, false light. The false light is Lucifer. Lucifer is light. He is false enlightenment. He, the Vatican sings songs to him. Um, these old Italian, old Spanish. What is it? I've forgotten. I've forgotten the language name of it. Latin, old Latin language. Yeah, less and less people do that. It's important to have good character, to have a good character, to walk with nobility, to live, where people can trust your word, to live honorably, to be humble, to be confident but not arrogant or narcissistic, to have set healthy boundaries and be caring at the same time, but not have to be so giving all the time while the other person takes from you, right? Just having healthy relationships, being a good leader and example for others, being disciplined. People don't like being disciplined or accountable for their actions either. And it's very important to do that. And the person that does, when they look so, there's nothing more sexier than a person that like takes ownership of things and are accountable, that don't see themselves as a victim, but a powerful sovereign person, just like it says in here, right? Or in the goddess of the moon deck, we've got the goddess of the moon. Where is she? She is no victim. She's about sovereignty. She's about accountability, strength, standing tall on her own, having a sense of direction, being an example, Did it pop out? Oh my God. This is why I love Spirit. It sure did. Oh, right when I grabbed it. Okay. Okay. Right. Being learned, emotionally mature, spiritually mature, accountable, being a real king or queen, being noble. Nobody is noble anymore. That's what's sad. Few people are. And they carry themselves with dignity and, they're gracious, they're tactful, they're articulate, they have manners, you know. They say things like, yes, sir, thank you, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am, you know, things that just aren't around anymore. And unfortunately, we have a world full of selfish, bratty, egotistical, maniacal, narcissistic, uh, sickly, and addicted people running around. Oh, CERN. That's right. CERN. Uh, the CERN facility. I don't know if you guys visited their site and you've watched their little documentary movie where they sort of they poke fun at the story of the fallen angels and the Saturn, the planet Saturn, right? Because the dark elites, they worship Saturn. It's still that same old ancient old pagan religion where they used to carry on Saturnalia. Um, these people aren't. They pass themselves off as scientists. What they actually are, black magicians and alchemists, and they work with sigil magic and sound frequency and sacred geometry. They're opening portals and they're calling them strangelets. It's changing things. It's changing also um, how we are experiencing time. They keep putting the 888 thing in different movies. It's in, as I don't know if you guys know much about predictive programming. It's a thing that they like to do in movies, and they did it in Back to the Future with the 88 miles per hour. Everything was 88. Infinity, yes, 8 infinity. It's time travel, space and time. And a lot of people think that they've been messing whatever they've been doing back there with the black with the they've been trying to understand black matter and this idea of the black goo. Well, the black goo is a technology. It isn't anything until it absorbs things. But they're trying to figure this out. And while they're doing that, they're really messing with the planet. And so us on an individual level are feeling this. It's really affecting our lives and impacting it in a really big way, especially spiritually and mentally. Like in a big ways. It's crazy. Just do a little bit of research if you've watched any of those CERN films and documentaries online. It'll blow you away. And it is affecting us on an individual level for sure. You a narcissist, your last two relationships, Marie? Oh, wow. So what did you think? What do you think you have learned from those experiences? And are you going to return to it? Do you feel strong enough? Do you love yourself enough to not fall into the same trap of some charming narcissist that comes along? Well, why don't you, I want you to stick it out with me, okay? Over the course of time. Because one of the things, and like I was saying earlier when I first came on and I was talking about the future classes that we're having together on here. A lot of them will be free, but I'm developing later down the road, I'll be opening like a small academy for those that have been through these kind of scenarios, those that are highly sensitive, that have a sensitive nervous system, how to take care of themselves, how to live the right way. But we're going to be going through this book pretty soon. I'm going to when we do, I'll put it in the description box. I bought this book specifically for that, so we can get down into the nitty gritty and talk about these codependent, toxic relationships, how to develop your assertiveness, how to uh, set boundaries, set strong and firm boundaries, how to be able to talk to the person um, in a way that they understand, especially if they are a very difficult person. And a lot of them really are. And then they kind of try to put you in your place, so to speak, so that you don't get heard. Well, we're going to be going through all of that process, and especially the emotional pain. There's a lot of pain that goes with it emotionally that you have to deal with, that you have to talk about. You have to feel it through your body. So when you feel it through your body, it goes out and it doesn't come back in. But if you try to hold it, push it down, that's when you're going to have a lot of problems. That's when you're going to have sicknesses arise and diseases to grow. And then it gets denser. And then suddenly you now have a microscopic form of cancer, which is going to grow. That's how it works. That's how it works. So it, you really got to be careful who you are around, especially if you're a highly sensitive person. You have a tendency to keep going from one narcissistic relationship after another, after another, after another, after another. No more. There's a very specific way that you have to start to live. Very specific way you got to eat. There's a lot of sleep that you need, extra sleep. There's a very specific way in which you need to work as an individual that has a central nervous system that is uh, prone to absorbing everything around you and can easily have a nervous breakdown or a stroke. This is how you need to live. Yes, and it will take a toll. It will take a toll. Okay, I've seen it happen over and over to different people. Getting Graves' disease, their thyroid acting up, the whole endocrine system shutting down. I'm telling you, it's serious. So I want you to kind of stick it out with me as we go through all this. Yeah. So then you need to learn how to utilize moments and become more mindful, how to slow down the mind, get into the moment. Don't let your mind wander. Just bring it back in. Don't judge the thoughts. Bring it back in. We'll go over this. I promise. Because for me, it's not just about reading tarot on here. It's about living a lifestyle. And it includes these very things. It includes incorporating these very things. So stick with me and we'll talk about this seriously regularly, okay? Yes, believe me. And I did all the inner work. I did all the inner work. I've done that work. So it's little by little every day. It's a process, it's a journey. But believe me, I completely get it. I understand. And at least what you need the most is support, a support group. People who understand, people who know, people who get it. Oh, I know. That's what happened to me. That's I had to. It just like I woke up one day and realized, oh my Jesus, my God, how? I mean, I had to really look at some things, you know, and even now I still do. I'm having to make some really big decisions at this point, which are really scary, which are really, really scary. But I got your back. As a group, we talk about this a lot, and in the future we'll get a little more organized about our subjects. But yeah, these kinds of subjects, talking this out, getting this out, being able to share. There's nothing more important than being able to use the throat chakra, use your voice, get what you're thinking and feeling off your chest. That's why confession is so important. Confession is just as healthy and needed as forgiveness is, because it does a lot of the same thing. It helps you to feel free, you see, so you don't hold that stuff in and feel weighed down like a ton of bricks. So we want to cut the cords to the past, cut the cords to past mistakes, allow forgiveness of ourselves, forgive others, and then let's get on with the joy of life and not hold ourselves down, getting in our own way. You know the drill. Yes, sharing is huge, huge, because you got to trust. You got to be able to trust, but what it does for your soul is, I mean, it's like all these bricks just flying away. Okay, well, on our new moon and full moon, we'll all get together. I'm trying to form a small group where we're going to meet on those times where we set our intentions. We talk about our goals. We talk about what things mean most to us in our lives. We talk about these very things. And the reason I want to meet up with you guys every, new and full moon is because there's a cycle, there's a rhythm, particularly as females, right? It works for males too, because we've got 80, 70, 80, 90% water with this. But we go through the cycles, and as the cycles, go in and out, we make changes in our lives, and we have the little support group. Okay. And I'll be right there to support you and to be a good listening ear, to pose questions for you that maybe you hadn't thought of yet. A place where you can network, and there'll be a great place for resources, with people that are like-minded. Well, I don't know, but the moon, they took one guy off of YouTube because for years, it's what he did was he put, all he did was watch the moon and he would put the videos up. Well, One night he caught something very strange, and it looked like there was a ripple, almost like when there's a glitch in a film, and it went through the moon. It went right through it twice. You could see the waves, the ripples. It's almost like there's a layer of some kind over it, like they're trying to cover something, and a glitch happened. And so they took his channel down when they found out. Thank God I watched it before they did it. Could be. It's a good one. It's a good one. T. Marie, I get you. I understand what you mean by trusting no one, but the number one person to trust is yourself, and you do need to learn to trust. Have a level of it. You don't want to be too open for people, but you do. Trust is important. People can feel that. It makes them want to open up and trust you as well. I want you guys to subscribe. Have you guys subscribed to my channel yet? It's hard to subscribe. Oh yeah, hard to trust. Hard to open up. I know. I get it. Totally. I know. But one of the main things that like these have been saying over and over is there's patience. But it kept pulling up trust. We got protection again. You're protected by spirit. And when they say spirit, spirit is that pure spirit. It's that Holy Spirit. It's the spirit of love. Love is an intelligence. It's a consciousness. It's a universal power. So you guys subscribed? Holy, I have been on 2 hours. I better come off of it soon. Oh, good. Yeah, I want you to follow me. Like, look, I was talking about some stuff I picked up from like Earthbound today. Well, first off, little simple things like, where I buy my crystals, and this cool little pyramid, which I love, holds the cards down. The silk, there's $1 there for my cards. Things that a lot of the gals that are on the channel that they enjoy as well. I covered a couple of more decks in these. This is my Native American deck in here. This is the my Arab Islamic deck, which is super beautiful. Middle Eastern. And we're going to go through the Practical Magic book, go through the crystals, and learn. I want us to start getting oils, taking oils. I'll put these things in like in the description box. I've got those. Damn it, I've forgotten the name of them. I don't know why they won't come to mind. That German brand of oils that I've been using in the spiritual baths. But like these came from Ross, and there's 12 inside of it, where just 4 of them at at not just at Earthbound, but at a few other stores. Just 4 in a pack was like almost $30. Where all of these together were 20, 23 or something like that, 22. You can make different infusions for relaxation, right? For skin softeners, for detox, for helping you to sleep, for enlivening the brain. The brain picks up on that scent, which it gets the brain fired up, the signals. There's all kinds of variations you can make. You put this in the bathtub, which will clean your energy, your entire chakra center system. My friend got these for me from Bali. Some jasmine and rose and lavender, sandalwood, they're incense. So cool. But it's stuff like this. It's really making a lifestyle. It's making it a point to create these moments for yourself. Okay, self-love. Self-love, right? Where's the cards? Because that was maybe I put them away. Because that was the theme of the reading tonight. It was wisdom and self-love. And it was about, not just having learned, but coming to learn what that means, what that looks like. Taking care of yourself, right? Really taking care of yourself, being disciplined with yourself, honoring yourself, respecting yourself in the same way you'd respect anybody else. You only have one body temple, you only have one you. This is one go at it right now. We don't know what's going to happen in the afterlife, or if there's a resurrection or what. We don't know. But we do know we have right now. And so it's important to live in the moment. There's nobody to compete with. There's nobody that you don't have to keep up with the Joneses. You can define what success looks like for you. You don't have to take the world's definition of success. You don't have to take the world's definition of what your love should look like either. What does it look like for you? Either way, it's time to start taking care of your body. Start living the life. Start bringing yourself to a more centered space, down to earth space. Not so up in the clouds and everywhere. Getting grounded, getting on a routine, being an example, being proud of yourself, right? Investing in yourself. And it gives you a mindset and a feeling of yourself that people can see it. It's in your aura. It just becomes a part of you, and that's how you are able to naturally just attract and manifest, right? You have the right mindset to you. The things that attract to you are the right things. You ever see the halos in the sky? Yeah, it's beautiful. Let me see. The payment. Did you put your question in? I mean, I know you were asking about life purpose and things like that. And yes, I do a life purpose coaching series, but we don't necessarily have to do that unless you want to. We can discuss that in details. It's 6 to 12 weeks. It's one-on-one. It is a little bit a little on the spendy side though. So I don't know. I get the feeling you're kind of young. So I don't know if that's I think just an intuitive reading here and there and a little boost is what is best for you probably at this point, unless you really do want to go really dig deep and take a look at some of these things in a further, much more powerful kind of way. We can do that. And only thing is, I'm going to expect a lot out of you, and I'm going to be giving you actionable items to do. And it that's between 6 and 12 weeks course. 12 weeks is a 19, almost $2,000 course of coaching. That's 3 months. Area 51? Or did you see your age is 51? Wow, I feel a young energy from you. I'm 43. How about you, Proton? Proton Davis. Yeah, there's something that just feels like you are a young energy, but I wouldn't be surprised because I did ask Spirit to send people that resonate on my frequency. And although I have always been a very serious, studious, kind of scholarly person, nerdy, straight A student in school when I was a kid, oldest of 8, I'm still very, we're all very youthful in my family. I'm a Gemini, so that adds to that. I So I'm not surprised there. Spirit always sends the people that resonate. But I just had this feeling. I felt like I really did think you were probably, around 30. But yeah, if you if you wanted to go deeper, it's up to you. We could do that, you know. Oh my God, there's no worse feeling that in this world than feeling lost. It really is. It really is the worst. I feel like I'm new. New to what? Just brand new or new to something specific? Like I'm learning later than the rest. That's okay. It's better than ever. Okay. It, I had to learn a lot of truths that I thought I had a grip on, and I did not. I did not. And it was shocking. It turned my whole world upside down. But you always, you know what? You always learn what you need to know at the right time. Divine timing is right. You can't rush it. You gotta like develop like any plant or flower or rosewood, right? You can't force a rose to grow. It grows on its own time and it buds on its own time. Um, you gaining your wisdom and knowledge and learning about life in a really deep way is the same thing. It's a process, and you got to go easy on yourself. Um, it's this world is designed to deceive. So you know, don't feel like you're foolish for it. Not at all. Be happy that at least your eyes have been opened, veiled, the curtain has been moved aside, and now you can start someplace. You have a place to start. And it's like we were discussing at the Aquarius full moon. This is the time to reevaluate those values. What are your core values? What do you believe in? What means the most to you? What is your why? Yeah. If you were to write a manifesto, what would that look like? If you had to create a vision for your life, a vision, or a mission that you could go on, what would that be? If you could advocate for somebody, what would that be? If you wanted to teach something, what drives you? What what makes life so wonderful for you? Is it funny movies? Is it music? Is it dancing? Is it painting? Is it hiking? Is it swimming? The sea? Is it adventure? Is it love? Is it, there's everybody's got a niche. Some people got several, but everybody's got that special thing that gives them purpose. Adds flair to their life. And uh, I'm sure you've got something. The kids don't talk to you since the divorce to Tad. I have no family, only child, no mom, no dads. That's how I feel right now. Because I'm in Seattle and everybody's gone. And my son, he acted up. He is in jail. And a 24-year relationship of mine is not working because he's got big addictions that he just won't get over or can't get over. I don't know, but he needs to get over it. And especially if he wants to be with me, because that's just no. I can't even feel attracted to him sexually. If I just can't. So yes, I completely understand. It can feel very lonely, but at the same time, what drives me is having this work. It's brand new to my life. I've been working at it for the last, I don't know, a little over a year. I have my coach. I know that I have a full bright future ahead of me. It's what I've been wanting to do for so long. So long, doing the spiritual work, teaching, researching, writing, experiencing life and then sharing it. It gives me purpose in my life. So I don't have time unless I stop, and give myself a couple days to think. I don't have a whole lot of time where I'm left to feel so lonely, because I have something that I love on the other hand, this work. It's so creative and there's so many elements and it keeps me on my toes. That's what you might need. I think you need that. I think entrepreneurship is something that will probably save your life. You just have to find the right person to coach with. It depends on the area you want to go under. You know, yeah. We were talking about divine intervention this morning. I was talking about this. We are at that divine intervention point. That big epiphanies are going to start flying in for a lot of people. Synchronicities at the yin yang, you name it. What hurts you're playing? Yeah, I'm confused. You're in Sumner? I'm in SeaTac. Oh my God, that's cool. You're near me? You're in Washington State? That's amazing. That is brilliant. Oh my God. Well, right on there, sister. Yeah, I'm in SeaTac. I'm right by the airport. I'm a couple blocks from the airport. How wonderful. That's beautiful. Divine intervention. Absolutely. Well, if you ever want to meet in person and have coffee and talk, we could do that. Absolutely. I'll walk over to the airport, cross the bridge, maybe meet you down at, meet you at the Starbucks. Yeah, me too. I'm very happy to hear that you live. Yeah, I'm so happy to hear that you live near me like that. That's great. You know, that's what's beautiful. God works in mysterious ways. Really does. Yeah, I do that because I worked at the airport for 3 years. I just finished a public speaking class over there in June and was going to start classes back up in September, but I don't think I'm going to have time for that right now, not with what I'm going through in my life. I'm in desperate search for a place. That I need a place because my hubby, who is very irresponsible, squandered everything, and I'm losing my place even. So it's painful. When I say I'm going, we're all going through it. Yeah, and he did it right at a time where um, I'm building this business that I'm going on interviews. I've got school coming back in September. I've got a lot of things going on in my life, and I thought our lives were building up, but that's not what he was doing. And it was really hard for the past 2 years. It's really painful, really painful. And I had to go through a lot of harsh lessons, a lot of them, and had to just kind of redefine myself, redefine how I see things, and even our relationship. And had to make some decisions about whether or not I wanted to move forward with him. And I don't. He hasn't bothered to even try to quit, and that hurt even more. That really stung. Really stung. You said, yes, he. Uh, I live. Ne. I live. I have to move within 2 months. Don't know where I'm gonna go. Yeah, I mean it's very expensive, and then if to do it at the last second to come up with that's too hard to come up with, that quickly. I have my RV, but they don't even have a place to put RVs. It's just this tiny little RV. I have my dog. Nobody wants my dog, so I have to go through all that trouble again. It's like this whole mess. Seattle was so hard, you know, in Arizona where my family lives, they went back. It's not any, it was always easy. I remembered it always being easy, and it still is easy. But Seattle, it is so hard. They make it hard for people to even get into shelters. It's crazy. Okay, so you've got down south here, they have RV spots. Yeah. And then they have some, his brother was saying they had some up there where he's at near Seebeck. And I thought about it. I said, you know what? It's nice and quiet down there. And I could probably do that. I just wanted to be safe and knowing that my business was at least bringing in, basic level of income I can count on regularly while I do something more on the side to invest in it. Continue to do my education, because coaching and teaching is my thing. That's it. And I love doing the intuitive readings. The energy readings I love them. I don't want to give that part of it up. But you never know, because I've got so much coming in the works. December. Shamanic healing arts therapy and movement classes like belly dance for us ladies to get in touch with our more sensual and sacred side. Yeah, no. And now it's available to us to really kind of create and build our own careers the way we want them to, build them the way we want them to look like, and to, practice in the areas that we're good at, the things that we're experts in, the things that we know really well. And mine just happens to be in all the woo-woo. Anything woo-woo, spiritual, history, like the ancient history, things like that. Personal growth, personal development, healing, the psychology, stuff like that. So I'm going to utilize it, I went and I got some certificates in life coaching as well. And I'm still getting educated, still getting my mindset worked on, working with my own coach. So I can be at least be a valuable, a valuable consultant, a valuable coach and facilitator of things. Yes, it does keep you sane. Keeps you sane and happy. Hold on, let me run into the bathroom real quick. I don't know if you were here when I said that this box of Oracle. Once we get to 1,000, I was going to choose a winner of those that subscribed, shared, and put the hashtag Inspired Intuition into the comment box. And I was going to choose the winner and send them these Wisdom of the Oracle. They look like this. I like to use them as one of the cards in the 2-card pulls because they're so thorough. The relationship messages, the prosperity messages, they're all really good. Okay, this person, you're going to have to go, honey. I can't keep you in here if this is how you're going to talk. This, you guys, oh yeah, they're very beautiful cards. They're extremely beautiful. And they're so on point with it. They really are. You see this person, this KGYVD, you're going to have to go. I'm sorry, your text messages are inappropriate. You're just really, I don't like it. You're not taking things seriously. Do you guys see what this person is texting? Yeah, it's the same person. How do I see? Put this user in a time, what? I'll just report it. Oh no. It messed up and it accidentally took Marie's messages. Oh my gosh. I don't want to deal with this person. Yeah, this person. That's what's sad because some people, they're so bored and they actually put their energy in this kind of stuff. It shocks me that this is, they can't find anything else better to do. That this is where they end up, like just doing that. Where I can imagine, if you have a rich inner life, you don't get bored like this. Life is beautiful, it's full, and so you don't get to this point where you're so bored that you think, I'm going to uh, go say a bunch of weird crap, meaningless stuff online to some stranger. It's just so weird thinking. I can't even. And it's harassment, sexual harassment. Oh, now we're having connection problems. What was your question, T. Marie? Okay, it's been reported. T. Marie. Oh, do you see me, T. Marie? Do you guys see me? What was your question? You paid your money, your $5 for your 2-card pull. I'm gonna step away, use the bathroom, and I shall be back. Remember, you guys, hit the subscribe. Let's get the party started. I've already been on 2.5 hours. I'm going to give us another 30 minutes. I'm going to finish read for Miss Timori. Are you still there, Timori? Nobody's answering me, so I'm afraid I lost you guys. No one's saying anything. Do I need to start over or what? I don't know what's going on. It's taking forever. This is what bugs me when the connection gets all funky. Okay. T. Marie, can you guys see me or hear me? Please say to me that you can. If not, I'm going to have to I'm going to restart it because I could see there's a lot of people in here. Okay. And it's unable to connect to chat. So I can't even chat to you guys. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to end it and then come back. I'm going to have to. Okay. I'll be back.